A polygon is a simple closed figure within one plane. By closed, we mean that we can draw the figure by starting at any one point, anywhere, and returning to the same point without ever lifting up our pen. So this would qualify as a closed figure. A simple figure is one in which no lines cross. So this actually is a simple closed figure in one plane, so that none of the sides jump off of the flat plane, and it has to consist of straight sides. So this is a polygon. The corners are called vertices. So this would have, and you're going to have as many vertices as you do sides. It'll consist of all straight lines. We'll pretend like these are straight. So this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 figured polygon, which is actually called a decagon. That's D-E-C-A-G-O-N. However, this is not what we normally think of when we talk about a polygon. Generally, we think of convex polygons. With a convex polygon, it's not possible to draw a line between any two interior points that would cross outside of the shape. So if we have this, notice here that any 2 points drawn within the polygon, if you draw the line segment between them, it will also be interior. If we draw a shape like this is not convex because I can draw these 2 interior points, but when I draw the line between them, the line segment, part of it falls on the outside. So to be a convex, it basically means that all of the angles have to point out. Now, a regular polygon specifically means one where all of the sides are the same length. So our polygons are typically named by the number of sides. A triangle has 3 sides, although this actually means 3 angles, but it has 3 angles and it has 3 sides. It's going to have the same. A 4-sided polygon is called a quadrilateral. Lateral means line. Quad means 4, so this means 4 lines or 4 sides. A pentagon, penta means 5, so a pentagon has 5 sides. Six sides is a hexagon. Seven is a septagon. Eight is an octagon. Octa means 8, like an octopus. A nonagon has 9 sides, and a decagon, as I mentioned before, has 10. Deca means 10, like a decade is 10 years. A triangle means 3 angles, as I said. Also means it has to have 3 sides to have 3 angles. If all 3 sides are the same, it is an equilateral, equal line triangle. Equilateral simply means all the sides are the same, so you have to actually say an equilateral triangle. If at least 2 of the sides are the same size, it's an isosceles triangle. This actually includes equilateral triangles. If none of the sides are the same size, it's a scalene triangle. A quadrilateral, quad means 4, so quadrilateral has 4 sides. A trapezoid is one in which 2 of the sides are parallel. So the top and the bottom here are parallel. It could be that the other 2 sides are the same size, but they don't have to be. It's still a trapezoid. If the opposite sides are parallel, if it has two pairs of parallel sides, then it's a parallelogram. A rhombus is an equilateral parallelogram, which is something of a square that's been flopped over on one side. It's a slanted square. Everybody already knows that a rectangle has 90-degree angles. So it's a parallelogram with 90-degree angles. And a square is an equilateral rectangle where all 4 sides are the same. And this would also be called a regular rectangle. This would be a regular triangle. Regular means all the sides are the same. We can add up the sums of the interior angles. Most people know that a triangle's 3 interior angles add up to 180 degrees. And most people would be able to tell that the angles in a rectangle are going to add up to a 360-degree total. But that actually goes for all quadrilaterals. Even a trapezoid or a parallelogram, the interior angles, 1, 2, 3, 4, will still add up to 360 degrees. With a pentagon, which has 5 sides, it adds up to 540 degrees. Notice that this is 1 times 180. This is 2 times 180. This is 2 times 180. This is 3 times 180. And this will actually hold true. I'm not going to show you a proof of any of these, but you can find some if you Google it or look on YouTube. For any shape, if you let the number of sides be n, the sum of the interior angles is always going to be, notice that 3 is 1 time 4 sides is 2 times, 5 is 3 times. If you subtract 2 from the number of sides and you multiply that times 180, that will give you the total number of, that'll give you the sum of all of the interior angles of any convex polygon. Hope you enjoyed that.